You all said yes, so here it is, I guess. A really long episode. Hooray! Let's beat around our arms like we're excited. Right, so we know we're going to the cast and crew party. It would be fun to hang out with the crew off the clock. The atmosphere is always so serious at work. Is it? Yeah, like that. Sure. I'd like to relax with them for a bit. That bedding thing was really serious. That's our problem. What's this? This is our medieval dress we bought, right? Yeah, okay. Also, calls for using a walkthrough have been asked for. As per always, no, and never. Reason behind not using walkthroughs, if we fail to the point where we don't know how to get around something, then I'll use a walkthrough. But there's no fun fucking knowing how to play the game, and it sort of ruins it for you guys, because at that point I'm just knowingly min-maxing. That's boring as hell. The energy in the hotel feels more excited than usual. I guess things are different when there's a big party going on. You're just gonna get there and everyone's gonna be miserable. Ugh, I swear, if Ben is the fucking entertainment. A small sign in the lobby informs me that a private party is taking place in the dining room. That would be moi. The hotel dining room is already filled with cast and crew members. No, it isn't. Why is there such a huge place of this floor, which isn't covered in, like, tables and seats? And more to the point, how many people work? I've only seen, what, like... How many people do we know for sure work? Like, 6? Man, it's a lot of people. That's a lot of people to fill up. Everyone I see is a familiar co-worker, so I have no trouble navigating through the crowd. Even with all the costumes on, it's pretty easy to tell which people are crew and which are cast. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, as if that was really difficult to ascertain. Crew members wear simple costumes and many appear to be gags of some sort. A cameraman dressed as a hot dog is throwing back drinks with a grip dressed as a pirate with CDs glued to his chest. Haha, software pirate. Amusing. What? A grip? I don't know what a grip is. I feel that's my problem here. The actors, on the other hand, are dressed in extravagant costumes tailor-made to fit. Most have chosen exotic or otherworldly creatures, mermaids, vampires, or fairies. The flash of light catches my eye. Near the buffet table, I see a full suit of armour glint under the orange eyes. Is this what John's come as? What a knob. Looks like John came dressed as knight. I should probably say hi to him. I weave my way through the crowd toward him, but my path is suddenly cut off by someone dressed in a tattered cloak draped in bandages. I don't know what hair that is. It's blonde. And we know it's not John. Lloyd? It doesn't look red. The figure's face is covered by a mask shaped like a skull with deep scars carved into it. Deep scars carved into it? Those aren't scars. Come on. Those are just massive cuts across his face. They're not even cuts. They just look like a pattern. A bandaged hand shoots out from underneath the stained cloak and wraps smoothly around my waist. Stained cloak? It looks pretty nice. I mean, you don't need to call it stained just because it hasn't been ironed. The dark figure pulls me closer and my heart begins beating wildly in my chest as my face draws nearer to the twisted mask. I feel my breath pick up, but this doesn't feel like a panic attack. I think I'm excited. You think you're excited? Oh, such an exciting life has Sean lived that she can't tell the difference between fun and a panic attack. Lloyd? A deep voice rumbles from underneath the mask. Guess again. My face flushes a deep red and I feel myself trembling as I stare into the mask's eyes. Beyond the scarlet lenses, I see a familiar glint. John? John lifts the mask. Oh, okay. Well, very odd things for John to do, but whatever. John lifts the mask, and even though his expression is mild, I can see a hint of mischief glow in his eyes. Good job, little wizard. You are cunning indeed. John, are you trying to kill Sean or something? Or over my holder? No. This isn't a concealed carry sort of place. Over my shoulder, I hear Lloyd snap at John in a tone that seems reserved for naughty children and misbehaving puppies. I love how he's taken off his evil mask, but he still has to look a bit smarmy. John releases and my legs nearly crumble beneath my weight. What is that face and why did he just climax? Oh my god. It just seemed appropriate. No harm done, right? Out of interest, how are you holding the mask like that? Or are you not holding the mask? This is just a custom sort of sprite and they didn't want to draw the mask in properly. He winks at me and my pulse quickens again. Well, you did scare me a little, or a lot. I thought this was supposed to be a Renaissance era dress. I look stereotypically racistly Egyptian. He stares at me thoughtfully, then bows his head. My apologies, little wizard. My move was meant only in jest. How much would that cost? I mean, that looks like actual metal. Proper effort has been put into that knight costume. That is so much effort. Lloyd walks up to John, and for the first time I see that he's the one I saw earlier clad in knight's full regalia. I probably should have guessed that. John wouldn't put on that armour again unless he had to, but Lloyd probably thinks dressing up this way is hilarious. Have we still apparently got an earpiece in his ear? Or he's just got a really itchy bottom ear that he has to constantly have his fingers there. Lloyd throws an arm over John's shoulder with a metallic clink. You should at least tell her what you're dressed as. You're the Mask of the Red Death. It's from that short story. Both men freeze and stare at me curiously. The one where that prince tries to escape the plague of Red Death by holding himself up in an abbey and having a costume party while his subjects outside die. One of the partygoers wears a mask that looks like a Red Death victim, but when he's confronted about it, it's discovered that there's no one underneath the mask. Everyone at the party dies from the disease in the end. What books are you reading? Are you opening Amazon and going, yes, I would like the most miserable endings, please. Enter. Lloyd and John continue to stare. What? I read things. Lloyd cracks a smile at first. He claps me on the back. I mean, he slaps you. He can't clap you. Clapping is this. That's two hands. See? Slapping is, well, I can't really accurately doing it about slapping my own face, and we're not going there. Clinking a bit in his armour each time. Why are you so amazing? Fuck off, you're not a romance option in this game. Did someone say you can speak up? You're going out of my comfort boundaries, my safe space. Damn him. I'm not sure I understand the question. Lloyd and I had a wager over who was figure out my costume first. Lloyd leans in and fakes a whisper. I bet on you. I turn to John. Who did you bet on? That's a secret now, isn't it? I look at Lloyd questioningly, but he shakes his head. Sorry, no spoilers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must mingle. My people need me. My people. You twat. Lloyd bounces away, his armour clinking with every step he takes. Seems like it might be hard to sneak up on someone while wearing that. I don't think he's trying to. That would be outrageous. That's not the worst of it. Wearing that was probably the hardest part of the job. We filmed a winter scene on an indoor stage in the middle of summer. I had to sit there sweating in that tin can surrounded by a pile of potato flakes meant to be snow. Potato flakes? Have I suddenly forgotten what vegetables look like, or was that be rather unconvincing? Would they just have to constantly invent an excuse as to why someone has been pissing in the snow all around them? By the time it was over, I think I was roasted enough to be a perfect side to the potatoes. Yeah, that was going in the route I thought it would be. The viewers were all deeply impressed by how tortured I looked. I don't have the heart to say it wasn't acting. A lively orchestral piece begins to play from a set of nearby speakers, and John immediately perks up. Ah, now here's a melody I can appreciate. That's right, all English people like orchestral music. That's right, I'm not calling it classical because I'm aware that classical was a very short period of music, and what most people think classical music isn't actually classical music. Fuck, have I just affirmed the stereotype by saying shit like that? If it helps, I don't fucking listen to it. I like jazz and sort of classical guitar more. He bows and extends his hand to me. As you seem appropriately dressed for the occasion, might I have the honour of a... Hang on! Why are you writing honour with a U and then you're writing armour without a U? I've been taking the piss saying it's armour this whole time, and I read that word and had to say, okay, honor, but it doesn't, it says honour. Inconsistencies, great. Might I have the honour of a dance with you? Oh, but Isn't this music? I mean, I don't know how to waltz. John takes my hands and smiles. You're a clever girl. You'll learn it quickly. That's bordering on racism, I think. Oh, what an elaborate CG. It's the same background, which has now been faded over, with these two dancing. What is his hand doing? Look at it. Our hands here are at least clasped together, right? I know, I said that weirdly. They're clasped together. What's this hand doing? Only the tips of his fingers are on her. That must be so weird. Oh, man. He pulls me gently towards him and takes a step forward. Have you ever done a foxtrot? No, that's illegal in England. Fox hunting joke. Once for a play. It's the same step, just different timing. After me. I follow John's movements as he guides me carefully. Their steps become more familiar with each beat. There you go, I knew you'd pick it up. We glide across the floor smoothly to the sound of the music, moving perfectly in sync with each other. Oh, fuck off. You don't learn dancing that quickly despite having only ever danced once in your life. Suddenly you're now a maestro who's not going to step on someone's feet. Yeah, of course. For the first time, John and I seem to be in agreement. John actually looks pleased. Pleased? He's not looking at you. His eyes are looking slightly to the top and to the left of you. Are you feeling adventurous? Adventurous with a U? What is this? John moves his hand up my back slowly. Don't let go of my hand. He moves forward and lowers me into a dip. We hold the pose for a second before he lifts me up. Beautiful. This is John's the kind of person who would literally come at a perfect forward defence shot in cricket. Just everywhere. Gone. Couldn't even control it. That kind of stereotypical person. The music slows to a stop and John releases me from his hold. Thank you for the dance, Miss Goodin. I leave you to enjoy the rest of the night however you see fit. Same to you. John and I part ways and I make my way through the crowd. What the fuck are you? Okay, it's fancy dress. Let's try and guess. You are... Tony Hawk's as a transvestite? I don't know. You could be anything. Hey there, girlie. Oh, Rachel, I didn't see you there. There's no one else here. There was no one else here. It's only Lloyd and John and I. Of course you didn't. Is something wrong? You look a little out of it. Don't tell me Mr. English accent over there swept you off your feet with that waltz. Are you teasing me? What does it seem like? Do you reckon? Do you think she might be teasing you? Do you really have that inkling? Fuck me, this girl's clever. You know I love you, but... We've spoken once, and you're... whatever. But seriously, what's up? John said he and Lloyd made a bet, and Lloyd made a bet on me, but John wouldn't say who he bet on. I know I shouldn't be so hung up on their personal matters. You're right, you fucking shouldn't, but I'm really curious. Oh, those bets? It's a joke. What? I overheard them once. They've got some sort of inside joke where both of them bet on the same thing. I guess the joke is that nobody loses money that way. If Lloyd says that he bet on you, then John bet on you too. Oh. You're welcome. I feel a small blush creeping into my cheeks. Rachel takes pity on me and immediately changes the subject. Not takes pity. It could be for a whole load of different... She just probably didn't want to go there. She's like, oh, you're sad. That's a thing you've done, isn't it? Hey, I was about to join some of you guys in the back for a round of poker. Want them to deal you in? Fucking right. Buy it is 2 cookies from the dessert table. I think I can afford that. I spend the rest of the night playing poker with Rachel and a few other crew members. Okay, so that's a little thing to notice. We know how to play poker quite well, apparently. I didn't win, but the 2 cookie loss is acceptable. Status. That's 1 heart and a bit and 1 star. So, you guys said in Floods that this is friendship and this is love. So this is the things you do with them and this is probably choices at a guess or how this works. So I'm pretty sure that fashion works for John because that's work. So that's why this is going up. I also think so intelligence must be Ben, right? But we haven't chosen any of his options. So if we just keep doing fashion... Okay, we got this. If we just keep doing fashion... Got him! Check mail. Nothing there. Message board. Halloween. Yeah, oops. Alright, whatever. We sort of already knew that. I think we can now change out of our... Oh, we're just back in it. Okay, whatever. We're now classy as hell. So it's the weekend. We don't actually have anything, do we? We can't use... Oh, we can use this. What did that give me? I should have looked what it was before. 10 fashion, I think? Whatever. I got it. So go me. Oh, no. We don't want to go shopping. Hang on, what was that? Was something moving? Oh, no. It's just because I was hovering over this. Hang on. That small shop is in there. Whatever. What were we going to do? Oh, yeah, inventory. What else was there? History of makeup. I think we should use this. So, use. And we gained 7 fashion and 5 intelligence. No one else is going to need this, are they? We can use it on ourselves. This, we're almost definitely going to use on ourselves. So, use 1 intelligence. We probably need to keep that for some sort of secret later on, but we don't know secrets. Right, cool friends. Come on, John. We've got 1 whole heart with you and 1 whole star. Hello? Want to go somewhere today? Yeah! Dating with John. Now we got past... I only did it because we got 1 star and at least 1 heart. So I was like, fuck it, we'll just go again. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Whereabouts did you have in mind? Well, that's a lot of choices. I'd like to go to Cafe DM. Not giving him a choice. Not even, well, I think I'd like to go here. No. I want to go here. Me, myself, I have decided. Hey, nice look. Nice look? He's taken off a hat and put on glasses. He's changed nothing. His hair is exactly the same. Pardon? I didn't realise you were a glasses guy. Ah, I thought I'd avoid my trademark look whilst in public. Do glasses really count as a disguise? It's more about the attitude, but even small adjustments can have large effects. And I confess, contact lenses often seem to be more trouble than they're worth. I have perfect eyesight, I wouldn't know, it's my ears which are the problem. I imagine so. It's a lovely outfit you've chosen. See, he likes classy women. Thought he would. Thank you, I thought it would be a nice try to try something classy. Don't call it classy, because then it demeans it a little bit. Just saying. So, any idea of what you want to order? I'm not familiar with this place. Recommend something to me. What do I think you would like? Out of everything here. Your skin is a fucking thing, so turkey and pesto sandwich would kill you. Chocolate and white chocolate scones. Cranberry. That's so English! I mean, you normally have scones with jam and cream, but don't tell the person who wrote that. So, cranberry and white chocolate. I mean, I'll be honest with the scone, sounds fucking horrible. It's gotta be either spinach and feta salad, because he's skinny as a fucking stick, right? Or cranberry and white chocolate scones. It's just so stereotypical. It has to be that. It has to be this. Those cranberry and white chocolate scones look good. Excellent choice. Might I suggest a black tea with it? Of course you drink tea. Why wouldn't you? Sounds good to me. I'll get that too. And how have you been lately? School's not so bad, but work is a little stressful. Don't fucking... This is supposed to be a light-hearted, fun date. You don't take someone out and then suggest it's an idea and then bitch about your own life. Unless you're good friends, anyway. How do you mean? Well, it's kind of weird not knowing if you'll actually have work, you know? Unlike a normal job, I don't know if I'll be called in for anything tomorrow. But you were told that you could work on that the series that... No, okay, whatever. And even if I get a regular work on the series, no one knows how long that will last. Such is the nature of the beast, milady. That was the meaningful first date, was it? The first time we met up, that was it. That was... Whatever. Alright, so currently fatigue. Someone suggested sleeping in the middle of the week, so we'll do that. Study, and then... work because fatigue was too high. So if we sleep in the middle of the week as opposed to half of it, it should be fine. It's the start of the new month. Time to go see Professor Kazuya for an update. I mean, it's the 2nd, but whatever. I guess yesterday was Sunday. He would be pissed off. Miss Goodin, I'm pleased to report... Yes, I know! I'm keeping them incredibly mediocre on purpose. I'm not getting much out of my blog right now. I only earn $0 in ad revenue. Look, I hate to tell you, Sean, I've been doing YouTube for like 3 years. Luckily for me, this is just a hobby. This is something I do because I fucking enjoy it, right? But you're probably never going to get that much money unless you somehow blow up and you seem generic as hell. It's never going to happen. Of course, in this game it would, but you know. Okay, so... Intelligence... Oh, Adam nearly runs into me as I attempt to exit my class. This is the start of a new scene. It's very difficult to tell because they've only got one music piece. Adam nearly runs me over as I attempt to exit my class. Oh, he's changed clothes. Oh no, wait, this is the same thing he's wearing. Whoa! And that perspective, I think, makes him seem really small, doesn't it? No, actually, it makes him seem quite tall. He breaks and teeters on his toes for a split second before regaining his balance. Sean, what's wrong? Adam points at the window. It's snowing! Snowing? It's fucking November. It's snow... What, really? I whirl around and focus my gaze outside the window. Sure enough, small flecks of white flutter down from the sky. We run to the window and gaze out at the tiny crystals floating toward the ground. It'd be good if they drew this, but lol. I've never seen snow before. It's really pretty. Let's go outside. Adam dashes out the door without waiting for an answer. Really? Really? It's fucking bright sunshine outside. Bright fucking sunshine. There are a few white clouds. That's all you can... I can still see the fucking leaves fluttering in the air. I find him outside trying to catch snowflakes on his tongue. That's going to be cold. This is fun. Yeah, that's... Let's throw him at a lamppost and make his tongue stick on it and walk off. Fuck him. A few other students pass us and giggle when they see Adam. Enjoying the first snow of the year? Professor Meridia approaches, an amused smile on her face. Yes! Adam inspects the ground and frowns at the sight of snowflakes melting away the instant they contact the pavement. Yes, that's how thermic energy works, mate. That not much you can... Whatever. How come it's melting? See how sunny it still is? The ground isn't cold enough for the snow to remain frozen. Don't worry. I would argue it does... It's too warm for it to be snowing to begin with. It has to be quite cold for it to snow, doesn't it? I've only been around snow a few times, but snow normally means coldness, not, oh, actually, it's still 23 degrees Celsius outside, or triple it and add a bit, so like 75 Fahrenheit, you know? In a few days, the weather will have ideal conditions for the snow to stick. Stick? When the snow stays frozen in the ground and begins to pile up, we say it's sticking, she chuckles. You two have never seen snow before, have you? No, because we're two islanders. Not exactly a common sight in Hawaii, honestly. Oh, so we are from Hawaii. I guess correctly, I think. We've seen volcanic ash in the air. Does that count? You better be joking. Well, enjoy this as much as you can. Some of the students from up north probably don't think anything of it. Why? This is the most amazing thing ever because you only like things that you're not used to yourself and don't have on a regular basis, like hot weather. It's the same goes, oh my god, like Americans. Why are British guys so attractive and have amazing accents? It's because you're not used to it. If you have to live with it all the time, it would make you sick. Not the same in return. I thought there's a strong American accent. I'll leave that, guys, up to you to interpretate. It'll be fine. Although there is that one guy that makes me want to jump into bed with him, but I don't remember what his name is. John something. He's a singer. Why? This is the most amazing thing ever. Adam spins around with his arms outstretched. Just be careful. The roads can be dangerous once the snow begins to stick. Will do. Thank you, Professor. You two take care. It makes me not more tanned for being in fucking Hawaii. Hey girlie, interested in the lottery today? I have enough money. Sure. The winner is... Sean! Hooray! Rachel dumps the small pile of dollar bills in my hands. Don't spend it all in one place, or do, I judge it. So how much did we win from that? Oh, I don't know, for like $50, something. Outright. Hey, did we just lose $5? Doing what? Good work today. Lloyd offers a small smattering of applause to the crew, but the late night filming has taken its toll on him along with the rest of us. We pack up all our equipment in silence, trading only a few weary words before heading out for the night. I pull out my phone and a small gasp escapes my lips. It's a lot later than I expected. You just said that you'd been working all night and then you look at your phone and it's like, oh god, it's the night! That is surprising. I think the bus has stopped running by now. Sean, what are you still doing here? You should be home and tucked away in your... That's gotta be ageist. Just because I'm like 4 and really naive doesn't mean that I should be in bed. I should be in bed. The more I think about it, I should really be in bed. It's later than I thought. The buses have stopped running by now. I could call Adam to come pick me up, but I'd feel kind of bad asking him to come out so late. Oh no, I wish I could give you a ride, but I'm already running late for a flight I have to... Whatever. He sighs. Time for another meeting with the network execs. Some things just have to be done in person. He points down a side hallway. That is true. I work around a lot of salespeople at my work. Holy shit, it's like they've never heard of an email. You send them an email outlining everything, and they'll call you back going, alright, so like, what's this here? It says in the fucking email if you just read it. There's a break room in there with some blankets and pillows. You can spend the night in the studio if you want to. Really? Are you sure it's okay? No, it shouldn't be. Oh, sweetie, the break room is there for precisely this reason. No, it's called a break room. It's for relaxing in between breaks, not sleep. Whatever. If you're lucky, you'll find a frozen pizza in the fridge. Lloyd waves a hasty goodbye. It's fine. It's not like I need money for a cab home or anything. Anyway, I've got to jet. Literally, see you soon. He strides out the front door with a quick step, his shoulders sag in weariness. I hope he gets enough rest. He's going to a jet. I'm sure it's fine. As for me, I'm not sure what to do. Is it really okay to sleep here? Okay, so the option is call Adam for a ride or spend the night, and Adam is obnoxious as hell. The studio is so far away, it really isn't worth it to bother Adam this late. You know what? This is what I like. Can I say? This is the difference between roommates and Backstage Pass. So, with Backstage Pass, I feel like if I pick an option, I'm going to be on their route, where with roommates, you could just choose not to do something with a person or to do something with a person, and you're just hanging about. It's just dicking around in a scene. That was so much better. Besides, spending the night here can be like a mini adventure. I make my way down the hallway, trying to ignore the overwhelming silence. This will only be a horror movie if I want it to be, but the echoing of my footsteps certainly doesn't improve the mood. And yeah, another thing of roommates is you didn't know whose path you were going on until you were on there half a lot of the time, and half the time it was just a group thing. It was just in there to have fun, where here I could either choose to go down Adam's route or go down presumably someone else's route. This might be John's because we're in a studio. We might find Matthew again. You know, everything is a route. A door at the end of the hall bears a simple printed sign: break room. I grab the handle and give it a twist. The door opens with a click and swings in silently. Hello? My voice is barely a whisper as I call into the dark room. To my relief, no monsters respond. Well, if there were monsters, I think they're probably going to wait until you walk in the dark room. I flick the light switch and the light flickers on. Who's there? Oh! Yeah. Do you see what I mean? I had it in the subconscious of my mind. It's like, okay, well, if I stay here, chances are John's going to be here. You know? It was either Adam or John. What one do you want to go for? Sprawled across the couch lies John. His feet are kicked up on one of the couch's arms, and his arm hangs lazily over the edge of the couch. His face is hidden by his hat, but I'm pretty sure he's asleep. John? I approach him quietly and kneel beside the couch. His chest rises and falls in an even rhythm. Stop staring at him. You'd be creeped out if someone did the same to you. He's not so terrible when he's asleep. In fact, he looks almost normal. He looks almost normal all the time because he's a human. Does he have a massive 1-foot growth sprouting out of his eyeball? No, then he looks normal. I poke him gingerly, but he doesn't respond. Definitely asleep. Now I'm tempted to steal his hat and see what happens. I lean forward and grasp the edge of his hat with my fingertips. Okay, be gentle, he's going to stop you. A soft snore escapes his lips. I stifle a giggle. Enjoying the view, little wizard? John! I jerk back and fall on the ground. See, that's another reason why you don't stare at people when they might be asleep. Because they might not actually be asleep. I thought you were asleep. You reckon? I love that. I thought you were asleep. What's the other thing you're going to say? I thought you were awake. That's why I was being a creep. John lifts his hat enough to peer at me from under the brim. A hint of smirk plays across his face. Now, what on earth gave you that idea? What are you doing here? Same thing as you, I wager, spending the night. No, I mean, I guess you assume you'd be going to that big executive meeting with Lloyd. My presence is not required, direct business, so why didn't you go home? John sighs and stretches his legs. And gets up, apparently, and walks like several feet across the room. I'm more than a little exhausted, thus driving in this condition isn't terribly clever. They have like one sprite. It's like, oh, I'm so tired. No, okay, I'm fine now. And what brings you to this humble corner? The buses have stopped running and I didn't want to bother Adam. How considerate. It's hard to tell from his expression whether he's making fun of me or not. Is there a cot or something in here I can sleep on? His eyes twinkle with mirth and a grin spreads across his face. You're not that young, are you? What? I jest, there's a Lilo in the closet over there, but you can use the sofa. No need, I'll be fine. With a fluid motion, John leaps to his feet and bows with a flourish. Now then, my lady, what sort of knight is foolish enough to banish a young wizard to the floor? I thought he hated that acting part. Why is he now calling himself a knight? I missed something, clearly. Before I can protest, he strides to the closet and pulls out a folded air mattress. Are you sure about this? He kneels on the floor and attaches the mechanical pump to the mattress. I'm already doing it, am I not? I've never seen John look so tired before. His face looks paler than usual. No, that's just because he's English. That's just a white guy thing. I hate to break it to you. And his eyelids drop wearily. But even in his tired state, he is being polite enough to do this for me. Thank you. He looks at me puzzled. For what? For letting me sleep on the couch. Ah. He nods and his head bobs sleepily under the weight. Think nothing of it. I spy a stack of bedding in the closet. Here. I offer John a blanket and pillow before selecting a set for myself. Much obliged. He waits patiently as the mattress inflates before he spreads out the blanket. I sit on the edge of the couch and watch as he readies himself for bed. He lies down and turns his head toward me. You plan to keep a vigil over me? Sure, I'll erect a pentagram. No, I just wanted to make sure you're okay. He smiles wearily. There's no need to worry on my account. Off to bed with you. Yeah, I curl up on the couch and pull up my blanket over my shoulders. By the way, John murmurs almost under his breath, good work today. I shut my eyes and smile gratefully. Thanks, you too. That's just the normal smiling spot. I thought we were supposed to be tired. Jesus, we look like someone's touched you inappropriately. Ugh. By the time I wake up the next morning, John has already left. The mattress, blanket, and pillow have been returned to the closet. There is no way you sleep through that. A lone slice of toast sits on the counter with a note. All I could find, apologies. I finish the toast quickly. Oh, it must be cold as hell. Ah, no one likes cold toast. Return my own bedding to the closet and head out to the bus stop. It's not long before a bus arrives to take me to campus. Oh, man. Okay, so sleeping didn't go down by much. We might need to sleep twice next week, because it is really high. Okay, so our fashion is finally above our intelligence. Good. How's John looking? That has definitely gone up. We're going in the right direction. Check mail. Nothing. Message board. Anyone into fashion? This has been happening like all semester, hasn't it? And there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages all semester. People are bothering to respond, sort of surprises me. Do we want to go shopping? How much did the truffles? I don't remember. We'll go some other time. We don't need them. John, come get me. You can have a feta salad down at Carpe Diem. I guess. That's fine. Hang on, do we get penalised for wearing the same thing twice in a row, despite him doing so? Ah, because they did this, what is it, like Lucky Rabbit reflex. Good afternoon, Miss Goodin. No! No, you can just wear the same thing you want over and over. Fuck it, it's fine. That's a lovely outfit you've chosen, thank you. Any idea what you want to order? Recommend something for me. Spinach and feta salad. A responsible order, I am impressed. Yeah, I had thought as much. Don't sound so surprised about it. I just assumed kids these days were interested in oh, I hate that notion. I really despise that notion that, oh yeah, well, nowadays kids are just not interested in, like, oh yeah, like back in your generation it was fucking perfect, was it? There was who was it who wrote about it? I think it was someone like Socrates or someone like that who wrote, or Plato, or, you know, one of those lot, who wrote, oh, well, children, they're just so disobedient. Back in my day, it's like, oh, go fuck yourself. It's like every generation is bad. You just want to seem like, oh yes, well, I'm the rebellious one in this generation. Like, no, you're fucking not. You're just as bad as every other can. Clearly you've been speaking with Adam. I jest, it sounds like a good choice. Thanks for today, always a pleasure. Oh, truly, I'm so in love. He lied. Okay, so we're going to sleep at the beginning and at the end of this week as well. Work, study, sleep. Done. I think we need to fit in 2 sleeps. Our GPA's gone up. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this. It's 2.62, which is too high. It should be lower. I hop off the bus and make my way to Studio C. Sean, always good to see your shining face. Same to you. Lloyd points at the set. We're filming a nighttime shot, I salute. I can handle that. I head to the trailer and start setting up. I hear the door open and I turn to greet Selena. Good afternoon, Miss Haraway. Could they only afford half of her face? Is she the Phantom of the Opera? Why does she always come in like that? I smile at Selena as she responds with a curt nod. As chilly as usual. I hope I didn't offend her. No, she's just like that. Selena seats herself in the chair and I flip the lights around the mirror. I fiddle with the filters until they match the lighting on the set. I hear you're working on a night scene today. My first showdown against a serial killer. She pages through her script. It's covered with highlights and pen scribbles. She mouths her lines quietly to herself, so I keep any further comments to myself. I finish her makeup and quickly follow her out to the set. What an enlightening conversation. John's already on set, pacing back and forth between 2 pieces of tape on the ground. He turns around and I stifle a gasp. Oh. I'm caught off guard by the sight of a deep scar running across his face. Now, do you think, like Tyrion Lannister, he got that with a massive cut to an axe of someone hitting him? Or do you think it's just makeup? Take a guess. Go on, take a wild guess. Adam, I wasn't expecting that. Get used to it. It'll be your job to apply it next time. He pokes it gingerly. Here's hoping I can make this work. Helping? You're not nervous, are you? You're John Brandon, after all. I think that means anything. He eyes me quietly, then shrugs and turns away. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. A young man approaches us and offers his hand to John. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Brandon. I'll be working with you today. I just want to say it's a huge honor. Fuck off. That was spelt with a U. That was spelt with a U fucking 20 minutes ago, and now it's not spelt with a U. Why not? That's so weird. It's a huge honor to get to work with you. I mean, I'm such a fan of Knight Errant. John shakes his hand and smiles. Pleasure's all mine, mate. Mate. How he goes from a member of the aristocracy to, alright, mate, how you doing? Yeah, all apples and pears, really, innit? Like, you know? Alright, kids, let's get this party started. Places. Quiet on the set. Rolling. Vice versus. Episode 2. Scene 17. Take 1. Hey, what are you doing, man? The young man backs away from John slowly until his back touches the brick wall behind him, sending a message. John pulls a knife from his shirt and moves it slowly down the man's neck. Police these days are too soft. They're taking all the fun out of it. Please don't, I haven't done anything to you. Didn't anyone tell you that lying was wrong? This scene just fits so well with this music. What? Every day, people like you poison the earth. You live your pointless lives caring for no one else. You should feel honored. your death will have more meaning than your life ever did. That's enough. John turns slowly and a euphoric smile spreads across his face. Katarina, how you've grown. I'm so proud of you. Will you still be proud of me when I put a bullet through your skull? Great, reset, still rolling. Lloyd's voice breaks through the tension and I realise I've been holding my breath this whole time. That was such a long... Why? Surely you'd have noticed you've gone red in the face. John and the actor walk back to their starting points and exchange a brief joke as they do. Alright, let's go. Vice Versa, episode 2, scene 17, take 2. Action. The smile on John's face disappears and he slips effortlessly back into his role. Hey, what are you doing, man? Yeah, we know this. The scene passes smoothly and Lloyd takes for another take. Yeah, okay, exactly. Each time around, John moves with the same cold precision and same dark eyes. Cut! Lloyd starts directing the camera operators to set up a different place. I mean, there's nothing happening, but whatever. I take the opportunity to approach John and touch up some of his makeup. Good job out there. Oh? John looks like he wasn't expecting me to compliment him. I quickly shrug it off. Don't get too excited. I still think Selena's better. Why say that with a straight face? You now come across as a bitch. Oh, catty. Meow. You do know how to turn a compliment, don't you? Reset. I quickly duck out of the sect and allow the actors to take their places. As the day wears on, I start feeling fatigued. Standing up the whole time is a lot more taxing than I expected. By the time Lloyd calls wrap, I'm very eager to get back to my bed. Well, I think we're sleeping today anyway, aren't we? No, we're not. We're sleeping at some point, I'm sure. Okay, so our GPA at 2.63. We're just going to not study for 1 week. It's getting ridiculous how well we're doing. Did we just fall off the sofa napping? Christ, apparently we were way too done. Status. Think John's heart went up. I might be wrong. Mail. Nothing there. I don't think we need to do anything. We could go to the mall. We could just call John. Let's call John. YOLO. He can have the scones again. I'm deliberately mispronouncing every time. Do I have to go out exploring to take him to different places? Because that looks like it's an option. Right, so we've seen all of this before, right? It's a lovely outfit. Recommend. Have scones. Ah, another perfect afternoon tea? Oh, it does change. Yes, please. Hope you don't mind if I order for 2. I did much enjoy sharing this with you. Thanks for today. Always a pleasure. Don't get to see any of the conversations, but whatever. So, okay, we're going to sleep. Work, sleep, study. Oh, no, we weren't going to study, were we? Work. And that way, our fatigue should go down to nothing, and our GPA will go down to 2.60. Right. We'll see if there's a scene. If there's a scene midweek, we'll cut off the episode short, because otherwise it will last for like an hour. That's probably too long. That's probably too short. Too long. If we make it to the weekend, we're going to try going out somewhere by ourselves and seeing if that opens a new place for John in the future. Do we bother, or do we just include that in a recent episode? Oh, well, it's the weekend again, so it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, so status. Pretty much the same as it was before. Check mail. Ah, David Gooden. Greetings, Earthling. I've begun my physical therapy, and whoa, it is painful. Today I tried to bend my knee 90 degrees. I could not, so they put pressure on it until I could. It hurt, but I got it. Maybe next time I can do it on my own. Are you not defeating the point? Whatever. Reply. I can't reply to my own dad? You're shitting me. Oh, that's just mildly triggering. Whatever. Okay, do we go out? Sure, see if we can unlock anything else. We could just buy the truffles. Why not? Let's just try and buy the truffles. $295. $316. Nearly couldn't afford it. I wonder if that's for John. Hard to say. Other than that, I think we could just leave everything else. Well, we got truffles, I guess. What's our fatigue? 16. Work. Okay, I guess we'll see you guys in the next episode when the next scene happens, because watching me go sleep, work. Oh no, hang on, actually we need a studying thing in, don't we? Study. Awesome. So watching me go doing this just for ages will be tiring, I imagine, so I'll see you guys next time. I hope you like the special, because, man, 45 minutes. I just came back from work. I didn't even eat dinner, nothing. I was just like, right, balls to it. We're going to record immediately. So, hope you guys like this. You know, leave a like, all those things if you did, etc. And if, I'm not very good at selling out. I always feel bad. So, yeah, just leave a like. That'll do. And, I don't know, leave a comment saying that you've gotten to the end and how attractive I am. The latter bit doesn't have to be included in the comment at all. It would help, though.